Welcome to Beer Corner USA's Beers of the Week. I'm Chris Bettini.
I'm Patrick Wolf.
And I think it's time to do a little year in review, if you will.
Let's do it.
You know, Draft Magazine, our friends out there, they always put together some awesome lists.
Right.
And we're going to share with you some beers you can get in Beertopia that are part of their 2013 highest reviewed or highest rated beers. They had 14 on the website, in the magazine, and we got 3 of them.
Today's first beer is Fuller's London Pride. Brewed by Fuller Smith and Turner in London, England. The brewery was founded in 1829, and this beer comes in at 4.7% ABV.
All right. A little London Pride, will ya?
Thank you kindly.
You know, I have not had this beer.
I haven't had it either. I've definitely had the porter. I enjoy the porter quite goodly.
Nice carbonation, nice color. Really nice, kind of almost citrusy, bready aroma.
Very bready.
Now that's a clean beer. It's very bright. It's got a nice, just very sessionable flavor. This is something I think that somebody could drink on a hot summer day.
Definitely.
I think you could enjoy it with a meal. And probably a beer that if you're into a nice mild or pale ale, not that Americanized pale ale, but would be very, very refreshing.
Very good. Nice and crisp.
This received a 95 out of 100 according to Beer Advocate, out of Draft Magazine. So Beer Advocate likes it too, I'm sure. Anyhow, cheers!
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 The second beer in today's brewery spotlight is the Funkworks Tropic King. This beer comes in at 7.5% ABV.
I like these guys.
You do a great job. Yeah, I'd like to make it down to their brew pub in Fort Collins sometime.
I actually was lucky enough to go last January with our Beer Odyssey Adventure group went out.
I'm gonna head on that thing.
Woo! That's how it pours. They recommend a big full glass. You know, when we did go on our Beer Odyssey Adventure tour up there, these guys are just awesome. But I think even more fun was when Gordon came out and hung out with us here in Max and Joe's and recorded a Beers of the Week and told us some great stories, like how beers got names and everything. So
Sure.
Love these guys. They're awesome. They make great beer. I can see why this received a 96 out of 100 on Draft Magazine. Oh, that's so good. The Tropic King is a Saison, but there's some different hops and some different yeast that they use. It gives it such a awesome fruity flavor to it.
Yeah. It's a lot heavier in alcohol than their typical Saison. It's
Yeah.
like 8%.
It's big for a Saison.
It's pretty spicy too. I do like it though. Fruity spiciness to it.
I love the aroma on this beer. I mean, and just look at that the way that head and that color. Just a beautiful, almost orangish color to that beer.
This is the first Funkworks beer that I ever tried.
Was it?
Yeah.
This was your
Kind of,
initial.
Pop the cherry, so to speak, on the Funkworks there. They do a lot of great beers, though. We're one of the few states outside of Colorado that actually gets to sell their beer.
Beertopia was the first place outside of Fort Collins that had this beer. But to our friends in Fort Collins, congratulations on your highly reviewed Tropic King. Can't wait to drink some more.
Today's final beer is Freak from Odell Brewing Company in Fort Collins, Colorado. The brewery was started in 1989, and this beer comes in at 6.5% ABV.
All right. Now, if they missed this one, they missed this one. But we saved a bottle just for this video. Woo! Oh.
This is a beer I've never had. I am very excited to try it, though.
Wow, you've never had this?
I know. Shocking.
Wow.
This is a beer that when I worked out at Whole Foods in California, we don't get Odell's out in the Bay Area, so I have never tried this. I do love lambics and sour beers, so.
When we were out again on that same Fort Collins trip, we went to Odell's and we saw this beer, probably the batch that's being poured right here in our hands, in the oak barrels. And I know why this beer got a 97 out of 100. Exactly. This is a beer that it comes out once a year. People die to get this beer. As of today, while we're filming this, there's a few bottles left in Beertopia. I don't know how soon Dave's getting this thing pushed live, so there may not be any when you actually watch us. But it comes out every year. You're going to want this beer. Will make a top list all the time. But holy cow!
Just makes my mouth pucker just smelling it. Just
As Bree would always say, it gets your squeeters going.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's sour, it's tart, but yet it's sweet,
Wow.
it's oaky, it's complex. This is a fantastic beer, and I see why Odell's is sought after for this beer every year because
A lot of oak in the finish.
Yeah.
Really dry, oaky finish. Really good, though.
I mean, it just has a fantastic
Takes you on a
mouthfeel.
trip there.
Oh man, that's good.
It's one
I think we're kind of speechless.
It's delicious.
To your first chance of having Freak,
Cheers.
to our friends out at Odell's
Thank you,
for
Odell.
their 97 out of 100, and we'll see you guys, meaning John and Doug Odell and everybody, when they come out here for the Extreme Beer Fest Beer Pair dinner, when they're hosting that dinner. If you don't have
Right.
tickets, make sure you come see Patrick for those because you're going to want them. Cheers on that.
Cheers.
Man, I don't know which one to drink. Maybe this one too. All I know is this was some great beers that we can get in Beertopia that deserve to be on that list of nearly 100 out of
I
100.
agree with you.
I mean,
I agree with you. All three
Can
of
you-
them
can you-
exceptional.
right? You can't go wrong. Stop over to Beertopia. There's always plenty of London Pride. There's almost always plenty of Tropic King. And watch the Facebook page and the Twitter and the Instagram for Beer Corner USA because you'll want to know when this comes back because I have a feeling now Patrick's going to at least take a case and hide it himself that he knows what it tastes like.
It's true. Yeah.
Thanks, Draft, for giving us another awesome opportunity to review great beers. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Heaven there is no beer. That's why